Hi, Mike with Fresh Castle. Going to go ahead and show you how we go ahead and get rid of hard water deposits out of the inside of the toilet. So this job has been pretty much mainly done, but what I usually do is I use some Lime-A-Way and acid remover, usually what you use inside to clean the bowl with a brush. And then I usually put it towards the edges inside the toilet bowl rim. And what I do is I go through with a razor blade. Obviously I use a used razor blade in the caddy. I try to use just one at a time until they get done. And I'm gonna go through the edges and I'm gonna scrape all the stuff off of the edges where the water comes down on the inside of the porcelain. So I'm going through, scraping these areas. And you don't wanna usually scrape like this in front of your face, because I've had it hit your face, so you don't want that to happen. But you be very careful. You kind of scrape at a downward rotation, following the top of the bowl. A lot of times you'll have hard water come down here, so you can actually hear the hard water that's still on those surfaces. One thing that you will get is you will get razor marks in here when you get hard water. One way to get those out is to take Lime-A-Way acid and put it on your magic eraser. Now I'm almost out of the acid, but if you take a look here, we got a lot of razor marks right in here, and I rub it on there and you see they get very diminished. It almost disappears. It's like a magic trick. But you got to be able to get the acid with the magic square kind of right on it, and that'll help remove a lot of those marks. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is make sure to get all the stuff, all the crumbles of dirt and hard water and crud off the edges. If you have noticed, I will go kind of abrasively with the razor blades. You see, I do break them and they get brittle. So obviously in hard water, they start to rust, they get a little brittle. It's okay, you're putting that effort into it. It's not always the easiest, most funnest part of the job, but you gotta say, hey, look, we're gonna make that toilet shine. People get impressed because of this. All right. One thing I like to show you guys also too, okay, this toilet I believe doesn't.
Turn it off. The water, I did.
To turn the water off, okay. So I'm gonna turn the water back on real quick.
Turn it more.
And what I'll show you guys is that toilet's pretty much clean, been cleaned, but when I want to clean it and polish it, you'll notice I spray, wipe down until it's lickable. So you can't do that usually the first spray and wipe down. So as you see, I'm getting nice and sprayed down. I got a clean rag, fold it in fours. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the top. Usually the top of the tank is the cleanest part of the toilet. Making sure the handle gets cleaned and taken care of, the first part. Making sure all stuff's off the side. If I have stuff that's sticky, I may use some degreaser. Degreaser is great for making sure that the porcelain's nice and smooth. I got lots of disinfectant cleaner on it, so there's no worry about catching germs or bacteria. We're killing all that. Make sure that toilet seat's nice and clean. I'm wiping like the little knob areas, making sure to get where the handle parts are. I'm noticing that I want to flip the rag to get the most out of the rag. Now I'm wiping the seat. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe where the seat hits the porcelain on the toilet. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep wiping through. As you notice, this rag's probably getting towards this last limb. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put it another way And I might as well wipe down here. Now you don't want to keep wiping till the rag's so dirty to where you keep adding dirt to where you're wiping. So when it gets to that point, you got to get rid of the rag. It's kind of not so smooth down here. I'm going to spray some degreaser. I'm going to keep spraying it. Half of the work is spraying down, 50%, the other half is wiping it away. Sometimes toilets are so dirty, you're going to want to spray down all the stuff off it before you even start to touch it. It's that scary. Some of these toilets become that scary. So you got to do what you do. Okay, I'm pretty much done with that. Then I'm going to go through, and now I'm trying to get back to polishing. So I'm going to spray it one more time. My philosophy is that if it looks good the first time, it's going to look even better the second time I wipe it. You don't want to fall in this lazy category where your toilet doesn't look as awesome as mine, because I guarantee mine's going to look awesome. All right, so you see that I'm wiping areas multiple times. Doesn't take me too long. The inside of that bowl's pretty good. We're gonna make sure to finalize that. I'm wiping. I do spend a bit of time at the back side of where the toilet seat is, because I'm gonna spray like a squirt gun, getting all this crud and stuff that's visible. A lot of times this stuff will make you work for it. Now I'm going back to the bottom. It is difficult to get everything when you're not seeing it from that view. A lot of times, if I look at a bathroom from floor view, eagle view, I can see hair, stuff under here. That means the toilet's still not clean. This bottle of lime weight is pretty much gone. I'm going to squeeze the life out of it until it is done. Make sure to get through the bottom right there. Make sure to rub through all the way. Hard water deposits, dirtiness gets all the way down to what you can see. Now, you say, well, Mike, it looks good. Yeah, but it only takes a second just to make sure it's amazing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, you're having trouble seeing everything because it's so shiny. By this time, third, fourth, fifth time you're wiping it, you're like, damn, there ain't nothing on there. That's the way it needs to be. Okay, so now making sure the bottom side of the porcelain of the bowl is nice and taken care of. Wiping where the water flows, the bottom, the knobs on the bottom, making sure those are nice and clean. A lot of times there's crud in between the little bottom of the knobs, because I'm the juggernaut. Okay, and when I'm down here, I might as well go ahead and spray down the baseboard, spray down the floor area, make sure the connections and the floors and everything are nice and clean, because usually I can just go ahead and put the toilet bowl brush back. I can put the plunger back without having to go grab a rag. I just hand wiped it. There's nothing better than a hand wipe. Ask an auto detailer. They say, hey, don't take your car to a machine wash. You want to get the personal hand touch. All right, and then final spot. I'm saying this toilet's pretty awesome. I'm going to polish it. I'm going to throw some orange glow. This is some furniture polish right here. I'll tell you what, it's safe on this porcelain. Okay. It's going to be so clean you're going to slip off. You're gonna slip off that toilet. I don't know if you can sit on this. Are you worthy? Alright, let's see here. Only the king and the queen get a throne this clean. Alright, so. Point is to make sure every spot feels smooth, clean, shiny. I'm gonna flip my rag. Perfect. You always want to get another team member to check your toilet, check your work, make sure that it shines, looks good for a picture. But that right there gives you a good idea as far as getting rid of hard water and finishing up and wrapping and detailing the toilet.